y'all, it's Lauren Messiah, your personal fashion stylist here, and we are right smack dab in the middle-ish of the Style for the Ages Work Edition series. In this series, I'm talking all about how to dress age appropriately for the workplace so you can kick more ass in your career. It's all about style with purpose, people. This isn't to nitpick you and tell you that you can and can't do something because you're a certain age. All of these tips are designed to help you succeed in work through the power of your wardrobe. So if you've missed any of the other videos in this series, please go back and check them out. We had a sweet intro. We have the 20s, the 30s, and now we're on to the 40s. This is for all of you women in your 40s who are working it and need some style tips. So if you're wondering, okay, Lauren, you're not in your 40s yet. What do you know about dressing in your 40s? Well, the majority of my clients happen to be in their 40s. So I actually know a lot about dressing women in their 40s, especially for work. Now, I've learned a lot through working with my various clients, and I've heard some stories. Now, when you're like in the workforce, like to me, if you're in your 40s, you're like the top dog. Like you've made it. You are the woman that the younger women are looking up to. You have hit your stride. Like you could be in like this baller position. So you think like, it's easy street. I can wear whatever I want. I've already earned my place. Well, it turns out that the workforce and that level that you're operating at, it's like Mean Girls. It's like straight up high school. So a lot of my clients have said, if you're not rocking like a certain piece or a certain brand, if your bag and shoes like aren't up to the level that you're playing on, people are like whispering about you. They're getting like super bitchy about it. And it's just, you know, this whole thing, it's kind of like a game. Everyone wants to think like if you work hard and you do really well, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you wear. But the truth is, it just does. There's all these freaky little politics and all these things happening that you want to keep in mind. And I want you to succeed. I want you to make it and know these little secrets. And, you know, it's only going to help you. And eventually you'll learn to kind of enjoy it. Once you get that first taste of Chanel or Louboutin or put that Birkin on your arm, you'll be drinking the Kool-Aid in no time. So that's the point. Like, it's time to step it up. You have made it. You need to own it, own your look, own everything. You've got the money, let's spend it. Why not? Treat it as an investment in your career. So with that being said, let's bust into some outfits. Okay, so this might surprise you a little bit, but hear me out. Just because you're in your 40s, it doesn't mean you're dead, okay? Like you are still young when you're in your 40s, so you can still have fun with fashion and make some interesting choices. So I really like this skirt. This is by Veronica Beard. And you know, truth be told, you could wear this in your 20s, in your 30s. I put it as 40s because obviously it's a little bit more of an investment. It's not too terrible. It's $500, but the reason this works really well for someone in their 40s is A, it has a lot of personality, and B, the length. And I'll hear it in the comments, I know, but women in their 40s, like it looks better if you're covering up your knees. Now, some of you ladies might have some like hot knees that you just are dying to show off, but it looks more appropriate in the workforce if you're doing something a little bit longer. So this does cover your knees. It does have personality. It's got these little frills, which is fun. But the secret to wearing it when you're in your 40s is not to do something super youthful. Like in your 20s, you could put a cute little white shirt with it and wear some little loafers. But for your 40s, you want it to say boss. So this is James Purse. It's just a little turtleneck top. You could even do something cashmere for fall, which would be nice. And I like the idea of keeping your arms covered, just because I think it's classier. So we got our little blazer, a little mock turtleneck, and this little skirt. Pretty simple. Where the real fun comes is with the accessories. So if you're like ballin' and you can like Birkin it up, or you can kind of fake Birkin, a big great work tote, something black or in a neutral color, because then it can go with your whole entire wardrobe. You can fit your laptop in there. It's like a whole situation. Pop on some Manolo Blahniks or some Pradas, like money, okay? Another little point that I'd like to make for women who are in their 40s is by now you've really figured out your style. Like in your 30s, you're starting to figure yourself out, and then slowly but surely your style will start to reflect that. By 40s, you know yourself and you've got a look. You can start even experimenting with things that are a little bit more quirky because you're owning it. It's not that you're just gonna go try something weird for the sake of weirdness. You really know yourself. So I like these cool cropped pants by Tibby. Again, like this could work for different age groups depending on how you style it, but I love that it's a little bit of quirk and then pair it with just a classic like button-up shirt. Maybe pop some pearls on it, again, like adding a little bit of personality. These are Givenchy, so you've got a little bit of floss factor, a great pair of pumps, and that slammin' work bag. You can still have fun with fashion, but it doesn't look like you're trying too hard. There's just these little pops of personality that will really stand out and make you look nice and pulled together. Can never go wrong with a dress. Again, longer length, okay? In the video for our 30s, I showed you the Stella McCartney dress that had a similar cut, but that dress had a lighter fabric because, you know, we have a little bit more room to wear that type of fabric. As you get older, bodies just change, they just do. So I like something a little bit stiffer that will keep everything smooth. This is a bit longer than something that you might wear in your 30s, so it's a little bit more conservative. Pair this with like a nice pump. You know, you could even do something black or something nude, and you're good to go. You could even layer a little cardigan over top of this, a duster, a nice trench. But I think this is beautiful. It's great for a work meeting, and you could even take it out to drinks with a little clutch, change up the lip. I love this dress. Diane von Furstenberg is a really great go-to brand for any age group, but I love it for women in their 40s. Something else I want you to have as a woman in your 40s is not just one great blazer. Those are things that we start building in our 30s. We get our classic black blazer, maybe we get a cream one, but when you're in your 40s, I think having like a slammin' suit collection is awesome. So this is Citizen's Mark, you know how much I love them. And experiment with some colors. Again, like adding these tiny little quirks. Like we're done with fast fashion at this point. We're investing in our wardrobe, but we can play with colors or patterns or jewelry to kind of add that youthful twist, because we don't want to look old. Like that's not a good look. Once you're in your 40s, we are entering that territory of like, everybody's listening to like the cool millennials and, oh, she's old and out of touch. Let me tell you, if you come strutting into the office with your little striped Veronica Beard skirt, that's gonna be like, what's happening here? Like I love the show Younger. Actually, for this whole series, that should be your homework. Watch the show Younger and watch the 40-year-old dress up like a 20-year-old and see how she's treated versus the boss who dresses her age. I mean, the whole plot of the show is like the 40-year-old supposed to dress like a 20-year-old. It's ridiculous, but it's the best show ever. The main character, she's in her 40s and she's trying to like enter back into the workplace, and she can't because she's too old. So she dresses like a 20-year-old. And she's treated totally differently than the people that actually dress their age because they're supposed to. Anyways, just watch the daggone show. It's fantastic. But Diana, the boss at this publishing agency, She's in her like 40s, 50s, and I love the way she dresses. You can tell she's the boss, things fit her perfectly, but she has like these little bits of quirk that make her very current and fashion forward, whether it's like a neat color or a great necklace, but all of her silhouettes are very boss, whether it's a cool skirt or a dress, a suit. So look to that for inspiration, but in your 40s, it's all about like the structure and like the pop of personality for sure. And investing, invest, invest, invest. You deserve it. You've been working hard for all these years, so get on with your bad self and get that Birkin. Can you see I have an obsession with Birkins? I currently have my Birkin savings fund happening because I will have a Birkin by 40, okay? So that's that, women in your 40s. Hope that was helpful. Any women in their 40s who are dressing fly for the workplace, please take a picture, post it on Instagram, and tag me. I want to see what you're working with, and I'm sure other people do too. And if you'd like more tips, I literally wrote the book on this, and it's free. Head below this video and download my Style for the Ages ebook. I will give you style icons, brands, and all sorts of helpful tips that will make sure you are dressing your best no matter what your age. So tune in next time because it's going to be the last video of the series helping women in their 50s and beyond dress their best. Catch you in the next one.